Great. I believe I am live. Hey guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee. And if you can see me live on YouTube and LinkedIn, please comment on the chat and say hi. And let me know if you can see me live on YouTube myself. And let me know what your name and where you're from and what questions you have regarding product management. So comment on the chat. So we are getting started in 1 minute. Let me play some countdown music. Specifically today, we're going to talk about product management salaries. Very exciting and sensitive topic. So let me play 1 minute countdown music. And let's do this. Awesome. So we are live. And hi, guys, this is Dr. Nancy Lee. And for guys who join us on LinkedIn and YouTube Live, feel free to say hi and let me know your name, where you're from, and specific things you have or questions you have regarding product management. Awesome. So let me do a quick introduction. My name is Dr. Nancy Lee. I am from Boston. I'm from China, actually, currently live in Boston. And I have helped hundreds of people land their dream PM job offer in FAANG companies and big tech startup and continue to get promoted as a product leader. And in the cup of several months, and actually our students continue to land many offers even during layoffs and potential upcoming recessions and hiring freeze. I have so much to share with you guys regarding the latest market news. Especially today, we will talk about the salary. You guys always ask me how much product managers get paid, and more than happy to share with you regarding the latest salary information, because the salary has changed, to be frank with you guys, and actually increased starting from like March or April, product management salary actually increased. And even if this recession coming up, and actually the number, if you can land an offer, the number actually increased dramatically. I'm more than happy to share with you what the real latest salary information look like, and when do we land this offer and how much the salary is, so that you know what does it look like. Okay. Now for people joining us, let's see, Matthew, hello. Hi, Matthew, and as a project manager from New York, how are you doing? And also see Jasmine is here with us. Welcome. Awesome. Okay, so, and I see Matthew, a project manager as well, and from New York. Yeah, exactly. So the salary information are very different, depends on the type of companies, the type of job title, and type of location. Okay, so let's go through our main topic today regarding product manager salary. I'm very excited to share with all of you guys. And so let me do this. Let me share my screen. Awesome. Okay, great. So I assume all of you can see my screen regarding product manager salary. Yes, you're right. The highest product manager salary so far we're seeing is $800,000 per year. That's Meta L7. This does not include director level in FAANG company. Directors in FAANG company gets paid over $1 million per year. Okay, so this is the people, the highest individual contributor. You can see them as a principal product manager in FAANG company. So today we're going to break it down to you guys so that you understand how much each different kind of people getting paid in FAANG companies or unicorn startup. More than happy to answer these questions. Just give me the specific location. I want people comment on the chat regarding the location, type of job, the years of experience you have, and the type of companies as well. Then I can give you the exact number regarding how much you need to get paid. Okay. So before we get started, I always love to share with the inspiring stories, because all of you guys, you have listened to all my live classes or inside the PM Accelerator, and also anyone else who is taking our free training. And we love to share lots of inspiring news for all of you guys so that you understand what you need to do to achieve the same result as well. For example, this is our student E, and so she actually took the same kind of strategies. Lots of students inside the PM Accelerator actually have a very similar strategy, like all of my students, and is thinking about how would you be able to leverage the networking strategies to land many interviews. So now let me share with you how our student E did it. So there is a strategy we use with called 31 application strategy inside the PM Accelerator. Now I'm happy to share with you guys. I'm basically our student E, and she just applied for 31 jobs during a weekend, and then she was able to land 29 interview opportunities, including 8 senior PM positions. And right now, all the interviews she was able to make the final round interview. Now it's a matter of time regarding how she's able to find the best senior PM position for her that has a mutual needs between her and her employee. What I want to share with you guys is that when you guys go out to look for PM jobs, so it's important to take massive actions. So networking is quite important. In my masterclass, I teach you guys how to use networking strategy. I'm going to share with you regarding where you can find those free networking strategies in my masterclass later on. But the key is that once they show you the networking strategy, it's important to take massive actions. Okay, do not just network with 1 or 2 people. Do not only apply for only 1 to 2 jobs. It's important to do bulk. Okay, put everything in bulk during 1 weekend. Just put on all the effort and hit all the number of applications and networking numbers. And then you're able to see lots of reactions from the recruiters and hiring managers invite you into next round interview, just like how our student E did it as well. Okay, so I want you guys to apply for jobs in bulk. So that's a key for you guys to use the networking strategies to polish your 30 seconds elevator pitch. Okay. Now, also remind everyone, please go to my website, drnancy.com/50FAANG to download the real life interview questions that are being asked in those FAANG companies so that you know how to best prepare for your upcoming interview. And to be frank, lots of questions are very similar. They always ask the same similar type of questions. Okay, so be prepared using 50 kind of interview questions. You're definitely going to increase your success rate significantly. All right, so go to this website, drnancy.com/50FAANG. And how would you be able to get, free Zoom call to join this team, to join this meeting with me? You can send an email to team@pmaccelerator.io. And also in the description of this video, you should get a link to submit your request in the Google form. And then you can join me to get free coaching. Okay, so happy to help everyone else to submit the form. You're here to get free coaching every single Wednesday. And now something very important, who gets selected to do free coaching from me. We prefer people either you support our nonprofit donation matches. So last year we donated $20,000. We do one-on-one donation matches. You donate $1, I donate $1 as well, up to $20,000. And whoever gives the most likes, comment, and shares, they're able to get free coaching. Okay, so and go check it out, and then you can fill in the form and tell us you have done such following actions. You're able to get priority free coaching from me. Now here is the masterclass I mentioned. People talk about how exactly you are able to quickly use networking strategy to land so many interviews, just like how E did it. You need to go to this website and drnancy.com/masterclass to learn how to land and keep your dream PM job during a hiring freeze, even if you don't have the confidence, the tech degree, or PM experience. Okay, so go to this website, drnancy.com/masterclass. And also free groups and WeChat group and LinkedIn group. Feel free to take a screenshot right now and scan the barcode to join those different groups. Awesome. And now let's decide, let's do that. So now let's talk about the salary information. All right. And the most important questions, and lots of you ask is, hey, Nancy, I am thinking about becoming a product manager, or I'm already a product manager. I'm going to interview with ABCD company. Am I underpaid? All right, so let me really answer this question, break it down into different levels. Number one is that you guys need to go to my favorite website, which is levelfyi.com. So let me go to this website, share with you guys regarding how much PM get paid. Level FYI. Goes FYI. So let me share. All right, so go to this website. You can see my screen right now, right? And go to this website, levelsfyi.com. And then you're able to find so many salary information in different type of companies. For example, you select product manager and then change the type of companies. I'll get Microsoft, Amazon, Google. Let's do this, and then helps you compare different levels. And currently, actually this week, our student landed another offer from Amazon. So let me see the different salary range. Interesting. So here's what you need to understand, that the salary information on level FYI is a little bit outdated because our student currently landing offer in L5 in Amazon, and the total compensation is actually close to $300,000 as well. So it's important for you guys to understand how much the salary has gone up since the mid of 2020, the mid of 2022. So as I said, currently, even for people out, this is totally and new to Amazon. Amazon earlier this year, Amazon increased the base salary. Okay, so base salary actually shoot up to almost like $200,000 per year for Amazon. So everything started to inflate it, and the salary went up significantly for Amazon. So this is an example of senior product manager in Amazon right now. In the past, they're getting paid $250. Right now, it's at least $300,000 per year. Okay, even this is L6, even for our student landing L5 offer, and the salary is also close to round up to be $300,000 per year. So want you guys really see the latest numbers. Okay, and for L6, the number can be pushed at like above 300 very easily if you actually perform very well in your interview. Okay, so now let me also show you regarding Meta, and I think those Meta numbers need to be updated as well. Yes, Meta, you easily hit 350 for sure. In Meta, if you land an offer in Meta, easily hit 350. We had somebody who actually recently joined Meta as a product manager. If you negotiate well, it's 350, no problem. Now, let me talk about the Meta L7. Okay, so level FLI, level L7, the average number is $813,000 per year, which is around the number our student get when he joined Meta as L7 earlier this year as well. Okay, so it's around this bulk number how much product managers are getting paid in those big tech companies. And of course, all those companies are in San Francisco. Any salary in San Francisco, the price is higher. The salary numbers are higher. And another thing I want to share with you guys is that we also have other people landing like Meta, Google. Okay, Google Senior PM. This is for 50. I have someone land Google Senior PM around 400 as well. So basically her range is between level 2 in Google and level 3. Okay, so level 2 right now, the average 330. Level 3, sorry, where's Google? Level 5, level 5 is 330, and now level 6 in Google is 450. So we actually have I have a friend joining Google is a little bit above 400. So that's the range we are looking right now when you join Google. Okay. So the entire number, as I said, the surprisingly, which is a good sign, the salary number has increased since the mid of this year, which is maybe, I believe, is due to the inflation because everything goes up. So your salary go up by 10%. As well. Okay, so right now, if your salary is actually lower than the numbers I just shared with you, you really think about either you jump ship or you start to negotiate higher salary with your company. Okay, so now let's really understand specifically what you need to do. Okay, as product manager or think about becoming a product manager, what different levels of salary you want to expect and what type of companies. So comment on the chat. I do want to learn from you guys regarding what different levels you are looking at. For example, how many years experience you guys have? Are you looking at more entry-level PM position, the salary information? I'm more than happy to share with you guys. Feel free to comment on the chat. Okay, now let me quickly do this. Something very quick regarding the entry-level product manager position. The entry-level PM position is very critical. People need to understand. Entry-level PM position, the total compensation, if you join FAANG companies, is at least 150, between 150 to 200. So it really depends on how you negotiate. But 150 is bare minimum to join any FAANG companies. Okay, so that's like latest information. That does not include like Google. So Google and Meta also get paid, like pay people even more than 150. Okay, so it's 150 is bare minimum. If you're entry level is like people have no experience at all. You land the job offer in this FAANG company, you're fresh out of school, and you're getting paid at 150. Okay, so now next part is, as soon as you get started with your PM career, you already have few years of job experience. You're able to jump to like 250, 300 as the examples I just gave you. Now let's also talk about non-FAANG companies and for different locations. And let's say if you are on the East Coast, right? So in Boston and other places, fresh entry-level product manager position has no experience, fresh out of school, you're probably getting paid between $80,000 or $90,000 per year fresh out of school. And again, depends on how you negotiate. That's fresh out of school on East Coast, no job experience at all. If you have some job experience, you should be able to push your salary to over $100,000 per year for sure. On the East Coast, be 120, 130. We have lots of students getting like 120, 130, no problem. If you already have some years work experience. If you have lots of years experience on the East Coast, your total compensation should hit 200 for sure, no problem. Okay, so that's a key for you to start really learning what's the best methodology to really level yourself in different companies and how much you should ask when the employer said, hey, what's your expectations in terms of salary compensation? Okay, so think about that regarding your levels and what specific questions you have when you are thinking about how would you be able to answer those salary information. Also, what's your expectations to land those PM job? What's your salary expectations when you try to think about level yourself up into a new company as well? Okay, so Praveen asked this question. Hey, Nancy, graduated in December 2022. I have a 2.5 years of software engineering experience, 1.5 years of teaching assistant experience. What level of PM job can I target? What should be the asset pay on the East Coast? Okay, so Panavi, so the way it works is that if you graduate in December, congratulations, you're graduating, how exciting, but please make sure you really catch up on the recruiting season or it will be very stressful once you miss it. Now, if you already have 2.5 years experience, looks like you're getting master's degree, I assume you're getting master's degree on East Coast with 2.5 years of software engineering experience. If you land any PM job, it should be direct product manager job, not APM. You shouldn't consider yourself as someone just fresh out of school, not APM, it's just a product manager position, okay? If you land a PM position, as I said, depends on how you negotiate, you should land like 120, I think that should be extremely reasonable on the East Coast. 120, 130, those kind of numbers, I've seen lots of people get it in the past. Was it someone who have like 2 years software engineering experience, landing 150 on the East Coast as well. Okay, and those does not include FAANG companies. Okay, so no FAANG companies on the East Coast. FAANG company, that's significantly different. For FAANG company with your experience, you pass interview. I believe we can try to push to like 250, but at least 200. Okay, that's like bare minimum if you can pass those interviews. Cool. Nice. 10. But read 10 years of professional experience in non-fang, 4 years of non-fang PM. What level for Google? Okay, so my assistant said we added to the deck already. Let me show you guys my deck. Cool. Wow, we already have so many questions. Wow. Do I have like 5, 10 questions? This is crazy. Okay, so let me answer the salary question quickly. Hold on, we have so many questions, 10 plus questions. Okay, so let me go through the questions very quickly. Let me share my deck. So Afano said, I plan to get a job as a product manager in the next couple months. Work as a consultant at the moment. Any advice? Okay, great. So good question. And actually, we have lots of consultant landing PM job. No problem, 200%. Okay. If you do not land a good PM job as a consultant, it's probably because you don't know the product management knowledge. So when they test you in the interview, you just like answer question as if you're a consultant. That's why you fail in those interviews. Okay, and you might probably haven't done too much end-to-end product management, so therefore you need to start to learn and also build your product portfolio. So actually, our student many students like Eileen, Adam, Janie, like all of them, Judy recently, they all consultant landing a PM job, no problem. Here is what you need to do if your timeline is very short. Okay, so number one, as a consultant, you really need to repackage your story. Everything you talk about from the consultant perspective is not something the employers are looking for. We want to see if you're a consultant, how exactly you have worked on the product management space. So number one, you need to do is that you need to recreate your 30 seconds elevator pitch and show them your experience, how much is relevant to product management. And number two, you need to put your past experience into product portfolio so that you understand what you did in the past as a consultant, how it's relevant to product management, and then you can directly show off your past experience, telling stories and telling them how you think as if you are product leader when you solve the client's product problem. Okay, so it's important to position yourself as a product leader. So that is the key, very critical. Now, so, and then make sure you do lots of mock interviews, practice, and that's why I go to our, the website. Let me show you where you are able to download your download, where is here, yeah, go to this website drnancy.com/50FAANG to download the 50 interview questions that has been asked in FAANG companies. So get ready for your upcoming interview. Okay, so this is very critical. And actually next week, we are going to publish another video, which is also a student of mine. He is also a consultant and he joined Microsoft. He talked about how exactly he did mock interview and leverage different kind of cases to land his offer in Microsoft. So tune in for next week's video. Cool. Now let's come here. Next question we have. Dun, 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 dun. It's Michael. I have a question. I am a risk manager and data scientist in JPmorgan. What should I do to internal transfer to PM? Very good question. Okay. So if you want to do internal transfer, here's what you do immediately. Number one, you need to really to start networking within your current company. Okay. So talk to existing product managers to understand what are the different product they have within the company, and then you start to show them how much you can add value to those company. Okay, because you get shortcut into those product managers within the company, and they're friendly, you're already a co-worker with them, you can directly pitch yourself to them to tell them exactly how you can add value to those teams. And now your background is risk and data, which means you have done something that's relevant to PM, for example, for data management. Did you see yourself and think yourself as if you are a product manager when you work on data product? Okay, so that's why you need to take some training regarding what is product management in real life. How does product manager really think as if they're product leader, and how do they exactly leverage the product requirement gathering process, how to write requirement, how to manage roadmap. So learn those upfront. And then you build a product portfolio, really show them, hey, my past experience is so relevant to product management. This is what I did with data product. And then you can pitch yourself to the internal hiring team. And right now, they may not have an opening because potential hiring freeze or recession is coming. However, if there's any reorg or any kind of new opportunities coming up in the important department of these companies, you can reach out to them and directly ask them for a referral. Okay, so that's the key for you to do internal transfer. We have lots of students actually did internal transfer within the company using the same strategy as well. So I want you to do this. So best of luck and keep me posted. And make sure to share and like this video and share with anybody who is thinking about how can they do internal transfer, or someone who starts to need a PM job to jump in a new company in the upcoming 3 months or so. Okay, so share with them and continue to learn and help everyone else with the free knowledge we are sharing right now. So Daniela asked this question: how can become APM? You mean AM, right? I think it's typo. Google, what's the requirement? Okay, great, cool. All right. So for Google APM requirement is that anyone who had up to 3 years work experience, you can apply for Google APM. For Google APM, they're really looking at your product related experience or leadership skills. And for Google, they prefer someone who has engineering background because they have software engineer to interview you in the process. So they do like people with engineering background. But doesn't mean that if you do not have an engineering background, you shouldn't give it a try. Okay. But I highly recommend you go for like a Meta RPM program, and those are less engineering centric position. So you are able to actually have much higher success rate if you decide to join Meta type of company. But that's also the requirements they're looking for people to join APM RPM program. Okay, so next question. I have more than 10 years experience in cloud architect. Like to know how to become PM. Fantastic, Jerry. So if you have 10 years experience in cloud architect, 200% you can become PM. You know why? Because for lots of product managers, when they start to build product, they want to see people from customers' perspective. If you already have cloud architect experience, that's the closest to product management, because you already know like system architecture. When I was when I was a systems engineer at Shell Oil, I become a product manager. Okay, if you have 10 years as like a cloud architect, 200% you can become one. Now, how to become one? Leverage your cloud architect experience. And number one, you really need to think about in your current cloud architect experience, have you done something that's relevant to product management? Okay, when you talk to your customers, did you think as if you're a product manager? Did you write requirement? How would you write requirement in the right way? Because during the interview, they're going to test those real PM skills. Okay, and how did you work with engineers and designers and all those questions I want to test out. And then think about how would you turn your past cloud architect experience into product portfolio? We emphasize this many times because product portfolio is going to upgrade yourself into a much senior position. Okay, so just saying, hey, I'm a cloud architect, people are like, So cloud architect, something's off. What's going on? You're not a PM. But if you're able to leverage product portfolio to reposition yourself, saying that, hey, when I was a cloud architect, I was thinking about product management end-to-end. So this is a proof how I think about it, right? So that's key. And third, which is something very critical, you really need to have a PM resume. Okay. Your resume is cloud architect. It doesn't work. Believe me, when they read the cloud architect resumes, oh, okay, he did lots of cloud work. It didn't work. Okay, so the key for you to continue to become a product manager is really have a killer PM resume, highlight all the PM keywords we are looking for when you go to interview with those companies, so your resume can be selected. But 200% you should be able to become a product manager for sure. If you're a cloud architect, 200%. We have many students who have engineering background and cloud background and like landing PM job offers left and right. And if you have 10 years cloud PM experience, and I think likely you can then offer from Google Cloud or Amazon or Azure, and they pay you over $300,000 for sure. And for your experience, if we can go to offer for you, I think we should push it to $350,000 or even $400,000 if you can land those, pass those interview. Okay, for sure. Okay. Now let me go for next question. Am I sharing my screen? I think I am sharing my screen. Okay, Metal, how to enroll your PMA Pro program? Okay, so very good questions. Go to this website, drnancy.com masterclass. If I click this, it's going to open up. Yeah, so go to this website, learn and free product masterclass. Learn how to land your dream product manager job and thrive in it in 60 days. So come here and change and basically directly put in the new information we described right here on the website, and then you can directly sign up for your latest like information. Okay, so just do this very quickly. Go to this website, drnancylee.com/masterclass. Okay, now let's do this. Stop sharing. Oh, next actually come here. And then at the end of the masterclass, we're going to show you how exactly you are able to quickly change your position and strategies to quickly land your dream PM job offer as well. So go to this website and drnancy.com/masterclass to learn more. Okay. Is this a question? So question. Jenny said, I'm an experienced PM. Will PMA Leader help me to get promoted? Yes. So here's the thing. We have two type of program. One is PMA Pro for people who want to land the dream PM job offer. For PMA Leader is something to help people already have a job to become a product manager. So you can go to this website, drnancy.com/leader. drnancy.com/leader. So this is our latest masterclass. Actually, we have one live masterclass today regarding how would you be able to get learn how to get promoted and become the product leader people admire. Okay, so come here and sign up for the time the most like join me tonight, actually this one tonight. And so just change those, not change it directly, like click the link and sign up tonight, and you are able to join me live in terms of how you get promoted. Okay, so the two different masterclass you guys should join. And let me come here. Now next question. Washima, I'm looking at supply chain management. What's your advice for me to become a PM? Do you have students have similar background like me and transfer to PM after joining PMA? Supply chain, yes. We have a student who have 1 year supply chain experience and became a product manager. Okay, her name is Addie. Very excited to see her. She actually became product manager in the healthcare space. She was supply chain product manager and became product manager in the healthcare space. All right. So what my suggest to you is that you should follow the same strategy. So for example, when Addie, she transitioned from supply chain into product management, she laser focused on when she was supply chain analyst, how was she able to understand and analyze customer like requirement, how is she able to translate customer like feedback into the feature requests and examples, and how she's able to actually leverage her past experience and helping the team to build the better product. So each time, even if you come from supply chain, you must have interface with customers, okay? You must also have worked with different kind of teams to really improve the supply chain experience for your customer. Could be engineers, could be legal team, and all those teams are product managers need to work with in the long run, okay, throughout the entire experience as a product manager. So if I work with these people, it's important to put them into the real product management framework we teach inside the PM Accelerator, and then you will learn, okay, so this is how I need to directly jumpstart my career. This is why this is so relevant to my experience. And then when you start to go into an interview, you know exactly how to pitch yourself. Now, here's a foundation for all of you guys. If you were doing transition from any other industry like supply chain to product management, yes, 200%, you should immediately repackage your killer PM resume. Okay, it's very important. Your killer PM resume is key. So that you highlight what kind of product related experience that product managers are looking for. Okay, so inside PMA, we have X Amazon Recruiter to help you to craft your product manager resume as well. So therefore, feel free to check out our program. Go to this website, darknessly.com, to learn more. And you can also get started with our free YouTube training. Let me show you. Where is my deck? So come to here. Go to our free YouTube training. There are resumes you need to study. Yeah, study this one, and then you can download the Killer PMA resume template, product manager resume tips with no experience. This is something you must watch. Make sure to give us some of the over 661 likes, make it 800 likes. Okay, guys, so go to this, find the video and study all the tips. But the key is you switch your resume. Okay, that's the number one thing. Now let me go through the next one. Let me answer the resume question. Not resume question, it's a salary question. Let me go through here. What's the who asked? Oh yeah. Barit. Okay, so you said this question. So 10 years professional experience in non-FAANG company and 4 years of non-FAANG PM. What level for Google PM? Great. For Google PM, I think you should for like senior PM in Google. If you have 10 years experience in non-FAANG, 4 years of FAANG PM, you can qualify for senior PM. Senior PM right now, L6, that's like $450,000. Okay, so that's a range. I think if you senior PM is very reasonable. You already have 4 years and 10 years experience total, 4 years non-FAANG PM. I think you should shoot for that level. Okay, so that level average 450. So basically, my expectation for you is that if you're able to pass the interview, join those companies, your salary should be around like 400. Okay, that's my expectations for you. Yes, you should go. You should totally really go check out those positions and prepare yourself for those interviews. And they're still interviewing lots of people right now. So now let's let me also check any questions regarding salary. Let me go through all the salary questions first. Well, I have lots of salary questions here now. Student Sahil said your student got 800K. How? Great. Yes. In Meta, one of our students land a Meta L7 offer. Okay, so Meta L7 get paid around $800,000. That's public information. You can ask anyone, your friends, land offer from Meta L7. The total compensation is around $800,000. How they get it? They went through PMA training. To be frank, product manager accelerator training. his salary jumps from 350 to 800. Okay, if you want to see transformation, part of your acceleration and growth, you do need to invest in yourself, continue to learn the advanced knowledge. What will qualify you for $800,000 without learning how to make it happen? Okay, so go to this free training, go to our website, drnancy.com, to check out our PMA Pro program, which was dedicated for people to land their dream PM job offer, just like our student in Meta and landing L7. Next question. So let me go through all the salary questions first. And for AI node in Southeast code, one in South. But Rich, are you saying that you are not in South? What do you mean you note? I think there's some typo in your message. Okay, Sahil asked, is L7 the highest ranking? Is a senior, is a principal PM? No, the high ranking is director. No, L7, no, L7 is not a director. Go here, let me show you the ranking. Where is oh, let me share my screen. Okay, let me share you my screen. Okay, so you come here. L is like crazy. So is L7 the highest? No. Where's Meta? Above L7 is director. L7 see them as a principal PM. Okay, so people getting paid around average over $800,000 per year as a principal PM, L7 in Meta right now. Okay, our student landed this offer earlier this year. I'm very excited for him. He jumped from 350 to over 700. Okay, so more than double his salary. So I want you to make it happen as well if you know what the best strategy to land there. Okay, so let's do it. Yes. Now let me ask next question. Let me answer the next question. Regarding oh, I have lots of questions. This is crazy. Okay, so let me do the. Let me share my screen again. Where's my deck? Couldn't find my deck again. Oh, found it. Okay, so let me go through the questions and briefly. Wow, there's so many questions. Supply chain, we answered supply chain. Rakshi said, how to gain fans PM skills. Okay, very good question. How to gain fan level PM skills. Roxy, here's the thing. The best way to really gain fan level PM skills, you need to learn from the best. You really need to learn how would you be able to build the type of product similar to FAANG companies. And the best way to do it is do live case studies. Actually, inside the PM Accelerator, we have over 60 different kind of live case studies that we have taught to our students, assuming you work for Meta, Google, Facebook, these kind of companies on what to expect and what do we teach there. Okay, so I want you guys to go to this website, drnancy.com, and learn more. So once you go to the website, on top is like join our free masterclass. That's a step one for you to get access and knowing what kind of 60 different kind of live cases were done in the past. Okay, so I want you guys to go there and start learning starting from today. That's very critical. Now, and once you learn, so now you learn the live case studies, assuming you work for FAANG company, and then the step two is actually you apply the framework. We teach you how FAANG company actually builds the best product. And then you apply, once you apply the framework, you suddenly will start to realize how much you really think about and really care about your past product as if you are the FAANG PM. So that's the best strategy for you to gain the FAANG level PM skills and then turn that into product portfolio for your past experience. So that's a key. Okay, learning from the best who already assuming work for Google, Facebook, Meta. How would you, like last week when we taught like Instagram, like improve Instagram shopping, design the roadmap for Instagram shopping. Okay, so you apply the same strategy, so you know, oh, exactly, that's how FAANG company builds a product. So that's the best way for you to master the FAANG level PM skills. Okay. So Dick said, hi, Nancy, I'm an engineer and I involved in some product management and do the count as my PM experience, or should I work on the portfolio mentioned in your video? Okay. Also students, we suggest them to create a product portfolio. Okay, yes. Even if I've done something involved in some product management thing, is involved, and if we can repackage your experience. Usually when our students come into PM Accelerator, we will tell them exactly what they need to learn. And then we tell them regarding how much your experiences actually can be repackaged, because it's a full evaluation process with our program, and our ex-Amazon recruiter is going to write your resume. Okay, and then we will be able to tell how much your past experience is relevant to product management. Okay, so here's the thing. If like majority of your experience relevant to product management, you can turn your past experience in portfolio. If your experience is not really the type of product management we're looking for, as I said, we teach both the FAANG level PM skills. Okay, so if what we had is not as good, and then we'll say, okay, great, so you need to start from scratch. So it really depends on specific evaluation we have conducted based on your background. But in general, I suggest everyone to create a product portfolio that's going to upgrade yourself to the next level. Next question. Oh, we answered Provine's question. How to pronounce your name? Plentio? I'm interested in transition to a PM role. I'm currently a clinical system analyst working very closely as part of product team. Can you share some of my strategy transition internally? Very good question. Okay, so you are very closely as a product team as clinical systems analyst. Okay, now, number one, if you want to transition inside your company as a clinical analyst, let's say you work closely with your own internal team. Number one is that talk to the existing product managers and tell them that you want to become product manager, number one. And number two, you really need to study product management ahead of time. I'm very frank with you guys. You know why? If you don't study, you will get fired. Okay, I have hired, fired, and promoted lots of people in the past. Even right now, I'm going through lots of hiring process and discover that people are just not good enough. When people work in your company, they don't really know what to expect and how to do the job very well. So it's important for you to understand that, okay, so this is how exactly we do requirement gathering. This is how exactly we work in the agile process. So before you actually fully transition internally, you got to learn how to do it. I'm very frank with you guys. Or you say, okay, I'm just irresponsible. I don't know really how to do it. I'm just winging it. You know what? Double recession is coming, which is recession plus inflation. Okay, so double recession is coming. The bottom 20% getting cut regardless, which means if you do not know how to best really do the product, you get cut immediately. So talk to existing PM and actually learn how to do it. And then you can start to pitch him how much your past experience is work related to product management, how much you know how to do product, and then when you pitch to him, you need to have your perfect 30 seconds elevator pitch ready. So that's very critical. And then finally, you should show off your related PM experience or product portfolio to demonstrate your knowledge, and you will definitely get hired for sure. Internal transition. We have lots of students did internal transition in many companies. That's 200% no problem. I believe you can do it. as well. Okay, so if you need customized coaching regarding how to optimize the process, go to this website, drnancy.com and /masterclass and to learn more. Okay. Now let me answer the next question. Casey, do you know any enterprise sales executives that changed to PM? Any tips for suggestion how to proceed? Oh, very good question, Cassie. Yes. My student, Alice Hangzhou, can you go to my website, drnancy.com? So let's do this. Let me share you my screen. Go to my website. Yes, we have lots of people did that. Let me how to share my screen. Hold on, how to share it. Wait. Aha, it's here. Exit first. Now, test menu. Yeah, so go to drnancy.com, click testimonial. You can see lots of people with similar background like you. Enterprise sales, yes, we have people like that. That's just all the, let me find it. Where is Alex Hangzhou? Where is Alex Hangzhou? Alex. Yes, right here. Okay, so Alex Hangzhou, he was doing like customer success and enterprise sales in the insurance industry. He landed 2 PM offers, and one of those is in JPmorgan, and actually had all his past 7 years experience. He was doing like executives, all his like enterprise sales, like talking to executives, people just really love him when he was looking for PM jobs, and other people say, hey, like you can directly talk to our product team because I already like you. Okay, so here is how he did it in our program. Number one is that we repackage his entire resume and experience. Very important. Enterprise sales, I believe, is very different from product management. Okay, we need to repackage your resume. Number one, our resume was actually written by ex-Amazon recruiter. So number two is that once you have those resume ready, you can directly reach out to your existing client. If you're enterprise sales, why not? You have so much relationship with your existing clients or anyone out there. Okay, and ask people you already had experience. Tell them, hey, I want to land my new job and I want to become product manager. And at the same time, you got to tell them, hey, this is how much I know about product management. This is what I've learned. And this is how much when I was doing enterprise sales, I did customer interviews, customer empathy, pain point, and requirement, all of those you have done before, but you don't know how to talk about it. Because in the process, what we believe the theory inside PM Accelerator is that we teach you how to make it. By learning it, you learn it before you make it, not fake it until you make it. I know lots of guys doing sales, it's like keep talking, but in real life, it's more important. You actually need to directly talk about, hey, this is what I know, and this is how I did it, and see how much I know so far. And this is my gap as well. Okay, yeah, it's true. I didn't work with engineers as much because they're doing sales, but you know so much about customer empathy and writing requirement and driving roadmap. And all of this is something you need to show off on your resume, on your product portfolio. And when you communicate with your friends to ask for referrals, to talk to the product teams, you are ready to land those job offers. Okay, so that's the number one key you need to do right away. That's how Alex Hangzhou is landing 2 jobs, 2 PM jobs. Okay, you should go to this website and you can see some people with very similar background like you. All possible background, you can find on the website, any levels. Okay, all here. And all possible companies. Well, we have offers in almost all possible companies. Can you imagine? All FAANG companies right now. Love this. Next question. Jane said, hi, Nancy, I have 9 years of total experience, 4 years development experience, 5 years product related experience, 4 years as product owner, 1 year PM, currently outside the US. What strategy should I pursue relocation, remote, or perhaps APM. First of all, not APM for sure. Not APM, 200%. Okay, because you have so many experience, not APM. Even if it's outside the US, well, you can still become a product manager in the US as well. So actually, our student Adam, he became a product manager in the US. He was Chinese. He is a Chinese citizen and lives in Canada with 2 years experience as a consultant. Okay, and then he joined. He then offered from Microsoft and Tesla. I believe he's about to start his new job in Microsoft in like 2 weeks or so in the US. Okay, so it's quite important. You need to identify the right opportunities. So I was thinking about, you can directly apply for PM jobs in the US. You have so many years experience. You can just, Adam only had 2 years experience as a consultant out of college. Okay, and then you can definitely do that as well. Okay, you have 9 years experience. You can 20%. You can directly apply for PM position in the US. And once you pass interview, they're more than happy to sponsor your work visa for sure. You just need to find a good lawyer. Okay. Number 2 is that you can relocation. Number 1. Number 2 is that you can find a remote PM position as well. Lots of students landing remote PM positions for sure. You have so many experience, and no problem that you couldn't. That's for sure. Okay. I wouldn't do APM. You're overqualified for APM. People just think you're not confident enough. Okay. Raja said, I have almost 1 year's physical product management experience. How difficult it be to get a PM job? I think physical PM is quite similar to real life PM. You just need to learn the agile methodology. So I wouldn't find it very difficult to become one. So therefore, you need to learn the best methodology to become product manager. So go to my website. There's lots of free training over there, drnancy.com, and my YouTube channel has lots of free training as well. Okay, so guys, I believe I answered all the questions, and I also need to go. Very cool. So people ask about how much is the program? Yes. So how much the PM Accelerator is ranging between a few $1,000s to like tens of $1,000s. So it's important that you need to study which kind of packages are more suitable for you by go to our masterclass. Okay, go to this website, drnancy.com/masterclass, and learn more, and stay until the end of the webinar where we teach you different kind of packages, and you can select which one that's most suitable for you. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you very much. And I believe I answered all the questions. And if I miss any questions, we'll feel free to email us. And I do need to go. And best of luck for everyone who is getting ready for your PM career. And let's hit those $800,000 per year salary. Let's do this. Awesome. This is Dr. Nancy Lee, and talk to you soon. And go to this website, drnancy.com, and learn more about PM Accelerator as well. All right, I'm going to talk to you soon. Bye, guys.